Hey everybody, it's Andrew and welcome back to LuGame Lunchtime Games Club. Right then, last we left off, well, in a bit of a rigged game, so I'm not entirely sure how I feel about it, although I think it was funny. Stacey and Alex, formerly now of the, or at least will be formerly of the Student Council, are now going to be joining the Games Club because they made a dumb bet and then Katie cheated. Well, Katie enabled Koda and Tifa to cheat by handing out a deck that I think was missing cards. I think it was the old one or something. Anyway, okay. When the time came for the next meeting comes, I find myself strangely full of anticipation as I walk towards the Games Club. Is it really anticipation? Well, I mean, I'd say more curiosity than anything else. The addition of Alex and Stacey both, today should be chaotic. Interesting. That's a nice middle ground. Very diplomatic of you. I wonder how it'll all pan. Well, judging by the fact that it just kind of stops, something's about to happen. Oh. My thoughts interrupt the sight of a familiar face in the hall. Katie? She jumps to the sound of my voice, even though she's standing right by my locker. Greetings, Koda. Sorry to surprise you, I think? Are you on your way to the club? Yes, or at least I will be. In a moment. Why does it do that? Oh, her expression changed well. I'm so focused on this, I didn't even notice something wrong. Her expression, okay, and I noticed that. Her expression indicates that the answer is yes, but Katie doesn't respond, leaving me at a total loss of what to do. Communicate, please. If Tifa here, what would she do? Fawn over her, but if you do it, it might seem weird. In fact, it would definitely seem weird. It's a simple question, but to my surprise, an answer comes to mind almost immediately. Oh no. Reaching out, I pat Katie on the head. Don't be down, Katie. It's, not like you. This really is just a there, pat. Don't feel down? Katie is kind of like a kid, right? I showed her my pockets. Didn't I get some candy from the main office a while ago? Here it is. As I crouch trying to meet her eye to eye, Katie stares back at me expressionlessly. Dude, crouching down may seem very patronizing. Regardless of whether you intend to be. Man, you are seriously such a shorty. Okay. My growth spurt has not yet occurred, but soon I should tower over everyone. Oh. One of those, huh? Don't worry, I'm still growing. And I drink milk. She clenches her fist and I can practically see stars in her eyes. Yeah, okay, I've made the joke too many times already, so I'm just gonna leave it at yeah. I'm sure you will. Oh, poor deluded soul. In the meantime, here's some candy. She looks at it longingly before shaking her head back and forth quickly, her hair swishing in her face. I can't. Androids don't eat candy. This one's special. It's a limited edition metal flavor, just for androids. Really? Sure. Yeah, okay, so I may or may not have completely made that up on the spot. I'm sorry. Do you honestly expect me to believe that you would have just randomly acquired a metal flavored candy? I mean, yeah, I know that there are companies that make some ridiculously flavored products, drinks and candies, both, whatever. But like, although I haven't ever heard of a metal flavor, I've heard a lot of other ridiculous ones. But like, dude, this isn't the kind of thing you'd be like, I really pulled a sneaky on you. No fucking shit, jackass. Oh my god, it's just like, you know what? I've already pretty much expressed it. It's like, how fucking dense do you take the? Well, don't answer that. But I'm not too worried about it. Okay. If she complains, I can just ask her how she tastes it with the tongue being made of metal and all. Judging by her expression, though, I don't think she'll be complaining anytime soon. Or at least, she won't as long as she doesn't know how long that candy was in my pocket. Katie smells giddily as she pops a ball of sugar in her mouth, letting out a quiet ooh as the flavor hits her tongue. She's like a baby kitten or something. Redundant. We arrive at the familiar hall. From where I'm standing, I can see the room through the boards drawing closer. Feeling any better? Affirmative, Koda. It seems that the nervousness levels of my personality core are decreasing. Thanks to you, I feel better. I'm glad to help you, but you? Nervous? What's what I've been nervous about? Well, Katie tilts her head on my question. Lately, the club's with so many people, humans visiting, and there's a reason androids and humans don't mix, you know? So what, being around a lot of new people makes you uncomfortable? To my surprise, Katie nods friendly and made her expression worried. Affirmative, humans are unpredictable. Correction, Stacy and Alex are unpredictable. I pat her on the shoulder, flashing a teasing grin. I thought you said beating those two had a lower probability of had a lower probability of problems in the future. Blech. Katie blushes, looking sheepish. Dead estimations could be wrong, but that is why I'm glad to have you and Tifa around now. Okay. We stumble to the club room door. Well, we're here now. You take a moment, that's okay too. I can't help with the feeling, I was going to say the same thing. The feeling of deja vu that comes over me as I watch Katie fiddle nervously with her hands. You should tell Tifa how you're feeling. She has a tendency of being uncomfortable under those too. The two of us stand into the hall for a long moment. Katie takes her time chewing the candy. By the time she finishes, she looks at me with a determined nod. Ready? Affirmative. Uh-oh, someone's shrieked. Is that Tifa? We look at each other, then scrambled to open the door of my club room. Did the club room, not my club room, Jesus, our club room. Cute, Soviet theme, blah, blah. Only to find... Theme. Anthem. The fuck is... You hit that magazine already? I thought it wasn't coming to print for another week. What can I say? Daddy dabbles in the print business. I get all the latest mags before they hit the shelves. That's crazy. Oh, hey you guys, you're late. Did something come up? Teenage Trading Club room scan. Possibility of mind control technology highly likely. What? Oh, don't be silly, Kate. Sorry, she just got angry all of a sudden. Well, then again, apparently animosity. What did you do to her hair last time? Apparently you put gum in it. I think that's what it was, wasn't it? Oh, don't be silly, Katie. I'm not being mind controlled. For once, I've got to agree with Katie. The situation does have a tinge of weird to it. What's going on? How annoying. I Stacy warily. You guys are so rude. This club isn't exactly full of activities, so what? Were we supposed to wait for the two of you to show before doing nothing? Okay. For a second, I was like, did I read that wrong? No. She glances at me slyly. True, I wouldn't wait up for the little brat, but I might make an exception for someone as cute as you. Cut it out already, Stacy. It's getting grating and kind of desperate. You're no fun at all. I don't mean to interrupt, but may I ask you all to keep the noise down? I didn't even notice Alex in the room, but I should have. She's got sheets spread across 3 different desks, filling them out with precision in a one-woman assembly line. Jesus. What are those? Job applications. I absolutely must find something to replace the transcript value of the student council. What kind of job? I sit beside her and catch a glimpse of a logo of a polar bear. Polar Bear Country Club. You're applying to work at a country club? Alex slaps her hands over the application, blocking my view. No. No way! That's just an application for my family's swim club. I would never go for a job that has so much labor involved. No one is just supposed to be dressing for my transcripts. He shuffles the papers, stuffing some of them hastily in her bag before shooting me a playful look. Which I doubt, I doubt the validity of. This is not the first time that something like this has happened, where she's, kind of shifted gears really rapidly between happy and then shocked or potentially peeved and then back to happy or teasing or whatever. So I don't trust you. Why would you need her to apply to a place like that? Well, it's kind of nice to hear her talking so much. Her inner defensiveness throws me off. She's done it so many times already. It doesn't really throw me off more than it just makes me wonder why. I didn't really think that far, to be honest. I just saw on top of the stack. Maybe I should leave her alone. Well, that's fine. Don't make out assumptions, Koda. I'm not sure that I said that bothers her exactly, but honestly, the fact that she's against labor-intensive jobs makes me wonder what kind of job she's looking for in the first place. I'm not sure I should ask. In fact, I'm almost certain I should just leave this alone. Which is what? Yeah, sure, basic human decency. Just give her some space, don't crowd her, respect boundaries and all, but at the same time, curiosity, and this is a visual novel, so. Instead of leaving though, I watch her work for a few more minutes. I hope you're staring at what she's doing and not her, because that would be really creepy. Watching her fill out so methodically makes me kind of curious, actually. I want to ask, but I'm not exactly sure how to put it into words. I mean, I'm not sure how to put much things into words, but I somehow get it out in somewhere. Like that, see? That should have been a very simple sentence. Instead, I just kind of fumbled over myself. Tripped, went rolling down a hill, hit a tree, stood up, and then, you know, slipped again. This time I'm gonna pile up a patch of wet leaves. You've been staring, Coda. You have something you wish to know? Yeah, I guess. You hate the idea of being part of this club so much. Like, is it us? What do you mean? You seem kind of upset about the idea of being part of the club, and now that you're here, you're on the other side of the room. So I am. Is that a problem? She's not exactly avoiding my questions, but she's not exactly answering them either. I choose my words carefully. Do you, though? Not exactly, but sitting so far away does make it seem like you are kind of isolating yourself. Oh, I see. Those aren't my intentions at all. Are you sure? I mean, you seemed really against one of the clubs, so... I know he gets his club, Coda. I'm just trying to use my time here wisely. Maybe not the idea of the club, but being in it, because, as she's already stated, you know, this won't look as impressive as, you know, being on the student council. Hence the job obligations. Stacey thinks coming here will give us more free time, but really there's no such thing as free time. Not really. I know that fucking feeling. It's like, even no matter what I do, I always feel like, am I wasting my time doing this? Even when I'm trying to relax, like is this? Shouldn't I be doing something more productive? I mean, it's just, it kind of makes it hard to really unwind when I'm sitting there tense. Like this is. I could be doing something else. Should I? I don't. But I want to. Isn't there though? Of course not. Free time is just hours that need to be filled with more important, meaningful things. Again. You should always try and take the time to relax, but you should at least try. You don't want to overexert yourself or stress yourself out because that will ruin you. I don't really get what she feels that spending time getting to know the rest of the club members can't be important or meaningful, but I shrugged to myself. She probably doesn't mean it like that. I mean, I'm gonna go out. Oh, okay. I'm going to assume kindly that, you know, she doesn't. She could, but benefit of the doubt and all. So, yeah. To each your own, I guess. Fair play. Hey, Coda, you just want to stand there hovering next to Lex while she's busy? Because when I hover somewhere, I've got space next to me. How about you go and hover out the window? I needed to think of more creative comebacks. God, I'm just such a dense apple. Apple? What? Oh, my brain. Okay, moving on. Oh, look at that. It seems for others who are more deserving of your attention. No. I'm sure you'll have to join them, so that'd be all. Yeah, I guess I'll leave it to you then. Alex nods and with a final pleasant, if cold, smile, turns back to her work. Warning, mind and control supremely effective on teenage males. No. Look, okay, she's pretty, but I don't really like her. So far, her personality did nothing but you know, turn me out the other way. It just really, I want nothing to do with her. Please maintain a reasonable distance from the hazard. I said earlier, so rude. You're one to talk. And you do a lot of talking, so. No worries, Katie. I'm sticking with you until I know for sure what's going on earlier with you and Tifa, Stacy. But that's not much, honestly. Just, okay, abrupt music shift. Why'd you look so shocked? But Stacy just showed me this week's edition of Harlequin. Harlequin? The name sounds familiar. Pretty sure it's one of those magazines people like to page at the grocery store and they get stuck in the cashier line. Standard gossipy teenage fare. A quick glance at the cover confirms my hunch. A pretty smiling girl splashed across the cover in a cheery pose. I was used to like the like legit fake news, as in like the publications that were made entirely just to be like there was no hiding it. Like they weren't pretending to be real or anything. It was all purposely exaggerated and sometimes completely outrageous, and to the point where like if anyone thought this wasn't fictional, they were out of their minds or just like fantastically naive. I don't remember the name of those the old papers. Those papers on. I think one of them even went out of business. I mean, probably a lot of them have, but there's one in particular I'm thinking of. I can't remember the name. And I do think it eventually like shut down because it just wasn't making enough money. Okay, cherry post. Are you just gonna stand there? I don't have all day. What are you talking about? I think what safety means that you guys should join us for our chat? That's a lot nicer than the way she put it. Yeah. Whatever, I'm not paid to be nice. Part of why I don't like you, actually, is because you don't just put forth the effort. It's not hard to be, you know, a decent person. It really isn't. You aren't paid at all. Exactly. Fuck off. I don't miss the way Tifa winces slightly. Anyways, we're in the middle of a personality test. What kind of a date are you? You know, you could whip out your phone and go on the internet, and there's like 1,000 of those. Sounds interesting. And there are more interesting ones on the internet too, even if some of them are, well, most of them are carbon copies. Some are actually kind of funny. Come on, don't bite that. Just try it out. And you can start sitting here, next to me. Do I have a choice no matter? I mean, wait, what? Katie, do you want to play? Sensor still measuring trust levels. Don't tell me that bag of bolts is gonna participate too. Don't call Katie names or else. Or else what? You'll kick me out? Because you'll be down to just 4 members and it'll be case closed, your little club here. Don't forget, you need me just as much as I need you. Stacy rolls her eyes. But if it bothers you that much, I'll let it go. It's whatever. I guess that means in some way I do need you. She looks at her nails from before bringing her eyes upward. So you're just gonna stand there on the other side of the room or what? No, I'll sit. I walk over to their side of the room and look at my seating options. I mean, no. I'll just sit next to my confirmed friend. No offense. Tifa looks up in surprise at the sound of me pulling back the seat next to her. When she sees me looking at her, she suddenly breaks eye contact. What? Should I move? No, here's totally fine. She straightens, her voice almost a little too loud as she beams happily. Let's get started, shall we? Another! As I complete another quiz, I have a feeling Katie is just having fun with this in true kid fashion. I'm surprised they haven't exhausted every quiz in this edition of the magazine has to offer, but here we are. Or here they are, I guess I should say. I had about 2 quizzes ago after all, somewhere between what's your ideal haircut based on your favorite music and what will your soulmate be having for dinner next Wednesday. I don't know if any of the other quizzes are going to be as interesting though. Don't worry, there's plenty of research to be had in these babies. I'm pretty sure there's even one that'll tell you if you're compatible with your current crush. Don't worry. I don't know what you're talking about. Is that really true? Guess I have the all clear to go for it then. No, you don't. Don't what? Because if you say it, I might reconsider. Ugh. As the girls chat among themselves, I find myself looking on my shoulder at Alex as she sits alone, filling out the papers with machine-like precision. Is she still okay by herself like that? You should do this next one too, Coda. Stacy's voice breaks into my thoughts. I blink distractedly, looking back at her. Oh, sure, why not? Noting my gaze, Stacy lifts an eyebrow before glancing in Alex's direction. What about you, Alex? Want to join this round? Oh, I'm grateful for the invitation, but once again I must apologize. And decline. Unshockingly, she turns Stacy down, but I can't help but feel compelled to get Alex to join us. Come on, Alex, I can't be the only one suffering. Come join us, okay? She hesitates. I really shouldn't, but... She smiles plainly. I suppose I can tell you the results when you finish. Whatever works for you. I'm sure Cutter will be very happy. Is that so? There's no point in asking. I'm sure I'll just deny it. I see. Hey, what? Deny what? I fucking knew it. That was... I mean... At this stage, that probably makes sense. So, okay, let's just go with that. And considering that we've actually had an insight into his train of thought up to this point, yeah, I'd say it's actually legitimate for him to be a little confused. Although, well, no. Maybe to honestly be like, kind of like, what? What are you talking about? I'm not doing anything. As opposed to, this is probably just supposed to be your typical, like, he doesn't get what she's implying. That's probably what's actually happening. Hush, sir, clueless. We need to get started. Now, this one is one of those retro quizzes which color best reflects your true self. Okay. First question. Okay, so everybody's done, right? Mikhail's Alex, you said you do the honors. Yes. She puts down her pen and pulling up a chair to the oldie credit table. I'm kind of surprised Alex agreed to join us after all. I wonder if she's secretly curious about the results. We make eye contact, but she quickly looks away, setting our answer. I hear scribbling. Setting our answer sheets and making some quick notes of her own. It's like a weird, annoying ASMR with that fucking scribbling sound, just kind of right in the background of my ears. All right, finished. Here's all your quiz sheets back. Why don't we all share the results we got? Who wants to go first? Monologue mode loading. I guess that's you then, Katie. Yep, I'm gonna call the episode here, and we'll get to this next time. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode.